Hi, I'm Deanna.
And I'm Brandon.
And we're the Floyds, and welcome to episode 4 of the Life Altering Perspective. In this episode, we're going to be talking about why it's so important to try new things.
And we're going to also share how exposure can lead to a new perspective. Deanna will reflect on some of the things that she's been exposed to for the past year in 2024. And I'll even share a few things that I've been exposed to just in the short month of 2025.
So I'm going to go first, and I am a thought pattern girly. I am constantly thinking throughout the day, from the moment I wake up to when I'm at work to when I'm coming home and reflecting. So I'm going to give you guys 2 mindfulness exercises that are new things that I implemented in 2024 that really helped shape me in a positive way. And the first one is becoming aware of the negative things that pop up in your head. Every time you have a negative thought throughout the day, become aware of it. Just maybe you're dreading going to work, or maybe there's a new project that you've been given at work and you're feeling a little bit anxious about it. If you have a negative thought, become aware of it. I first started doing this in 2024 when I started my new role as communications manager, and it really helped me eliminate that negative self-talk that we tend to tell ourselves throughout the day. So that is number 1 takeaway or new thing that you could try. Become aware of negative self-talk.
So I'm going to share my perspective for number 2, and that's exposure to something new. So with this upcoming week being the week of MLK Day through Vanderbilt University, we actually went to Atlanta to one of his home churches. So his dad actually founded Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta, and doing a tour of this church and coming back and reflecting on what does Ebenezer even mean, and understanding that it means a stone of help. And think about what Martin Luther King Jr. did. He helped a lot of people. So just that exposure then shaped my perspective into who MLK was, what is MLK Day all about, and then also how can I be transformed and help other people through the encouraging story of Martin Luther King Jr. as well.
So because you went on that tour, you got to see what Martin Luther King was and where he presented. What did that kind of like instill in you? Like, how did that shape how you view yourself?
Yeah, it kind of really fostered a I can do it too kind of attitude, right? Like, and not compare it to like do it the same as MLK Jr., but say that, hey, he was a human being that saw a need and filled it. So me being mindful of looking for a need and fulfilling that need, I think that inspired hope in me that I can do that.
That's awesome. My second example is something new that you can do or implement this week that's going to help you in your personal growth journey, is to have an open mind, a positive mind about any new projects that you're assigned this week. Maybe it's an initiative, maybe it's a task, maybe it's something you've never done. If you get asked to do something that's out of your comfort zone, or maybe something new that you've never done, try having a good attitude about it. Because I found that if you shift your thinking into thinking more positive versus negative, you don't realize how much that's going to influence you. And I'll give you a perfect example. Last week, I was asked to do something that I've never done before. I felt a little bit nervous just because I always hold myself to a very high standard. And I used ChatGPT to help me brainstorm a few ideas. And I realized by getting things down on paper and just being open to the experience and researching the things that I didn't know, it alleviated a lot of the negative thoughts that I was having. Also, from the previous example I used, working on becoming more aware, I now naturally am a little bit more aware when I do have a negative thought. And I say, okay, Deanna, maybe you're having a negative thought, but just think positive about it. Approach it as if you're learning something new and this is a learning challenge. So my second tip that you guys could do if you want to try something new is to become more positive when you're giving a task or an initiative that you've never done.
Yeah, and I like that aspect of being mindful of the negative self-talk. Sometimes we have so many negative thoughts throughout the day, we don't even notice it ourselves. But good thing having a great mate, a spouse or just a person in your life that really helps you out with being mindful of that and really reshapes your perspective so that you can be a little bit more positive with your thinking and less pessimistic in your thinking.
And that's a good example. I think we need to kind of continue that thought pattern. You mentioned having someone in your corner. So maybe you don't have that much motivation, or you're not maybe your biggest cheerleader, even though that's something maybe you're working on. Relying on other people or involving other people to just help you. Maybe you know someone who's really positive and encouraging and uplifting, and you want to give them a call because you feel like you need a little bit of help of a mindset shift, or doing something that's going to help you put you in a better headspace. So exploring what works for you, but ultimately being aware of how mindful you are and negative self-talk that may occur. And in closing, I know throughout this talk we mentioned 1, 2, 3. We were just giving you examples. There's hundreds of new things that you could try. You could try to read more out of pages out of a book that you have. You could try to do your meal prep. You could try to go to the gym. You could try to make a new friend, have a kindness day a week. There's so many different new things that you can try. And we're just trying to inspire you and give you examples of things that you can implement that'll help you on your own personal growth journey.
Yep. And I would say just one thing in closing here is we appreciate the love. We've had so many people reach out, text, email, commenting, liking on these different videos. This is something that we want to continue to do because we believe in our hearts that this has the impact to influence other people. I think Deanna also is going to create a PDF for you all to check out as a free resource. You don't have to pay for anything. We're not looking to get paid for this. We just solely want to help you out in whatever perspective or shape whatever perspective or new perspective going into 2025. So look for that PDF, that free PDF at the link below or in the comments, and looking forward to seeing you all in the next episode. Alrighty.